He who discloses gets to control the narrative. So I've been talking now for a little bit about how important it is that Christians take up their sword and fight against this issue, whatever may come. I don't know for certain, except that I really think deception is coming. And I've been also saying for a long time now that disclosure might just very well might be coming from President Trump. I mean, we just got this the other day. Everyone's been talking about it. Well, not everybody. Christians aren't talking about it. And I think that's a massive missed opportunity. Now, I've been getting some pushback on Facebook, as I do usually, whenever I talk about anything. I used to talk about evangelism, the need for all Christians to take evangelism seriously, and I've got nothing but pushback, for almost 2 decades now. But I'm getting over a flu, so if I had to clear my throat every once in a while, that's why. But so I got some pushback from somebody. I share this information because I'm just trying to be the watchman on the wall. I'm just trying to warn the church, prepare them, be informed, just to let people be informed. Guys, this is what's going on. Since nobody's talking about it, I have to assume that nobody knows what's going on, even though this stuff is being done very openly. But nobody's talking about it. It's the craziest thing. I'll never understand it. Anyway, it's almost like spiritual deception. Like the church can't help but recognize what's going on, or not recognize what's going on, because they're just being blinded. I think, anyway, it just seems that way. Something is so weird. Like how is nobody not noticing what's going on? Especially those who are super involved in politics, and supposedly follow everything that happens, in Congress and whatnot. But anyway, what I said to this person who kind of, came at me again, he kind of treats it like, I'm just acting like this is some kind of a niche topic, like a hobby, or like a Christian ministry that only certain people are called to, like coming against Mormonism or whatever. You have a ministry to reach out to Mormons or whatever, atheists, whatever it could be. My thing is that this is going to involve all Christians. You can't escape it. This isn't some kind of thing where, let's just use the watchman on the wall example. So if I'm a watchman on the wall, I'm looking ahead and I'm seeing the threat coming, and I saw it far away, and now I think it could be very well right at the wall. It's right there, ready to breach the wall. It's going to affect everyone inside that city. If it's a full-on war against the people within the city, and in this case all Christians, there's not going to be one person who's spared from whatever's going on. You're not just going to be able to live comfortably on the inside of the wall. That's why watchmen are established, right? To see what's coming. You can't just sit by. It's going to affect you. It's going to call upon you to reckon with it in some way. Now, I hope I'm wrong, in a way. I do want disclosure on this issue, so there's that. There's that curiosity, that interest, the issues with technology and wanting to know more. How do you not want to know more if we're being withheld from technology? Like, say the issue is prosaic, and we have technology for energy and travel that is beyond what we have right now. You would want that. You don't want to spend $1,000 on a plane trip across America and hours of your time if there is something way cheaper and way faster, and maybe even more safer. But anyway, there's lots of issues with this topic, like lots more than what people think. But back to this Donald Trump thing. Now, this came out the other day. I talked about it, and you probably heard about it. I talked to, what's his name? Mark Christopher Lee, the person who came out with the idea that Donald Trump is going to disclose on July 8th. Now, I had a 99% doubt that was going to happen. And okay, whatever. Don't get my hopes up. I know how Donald Trump handled the drone situation. But with everything that's been coming to light in just the last week and a half, it's been crazy. And there's more stuff coming this week. Seriously, for those who are paying attention, members of Congress are talking about setting something up. I can't remember the exact language it was, but if you listen to the news clips and stuff, I think Luna talked about it. They're, going to make sure that Trump, keeps his word on this, it sounds like. We got the State of the Union address tomorrow, I wonder if he'll say something on this. I don't know. It'd be interesting. But yeah, July 8th, but May 1st is also another important date. I asked Mark Christopher Lee about that to get some further qualifying statements or whatever, because I was confused about something. I think I posted about that. But he did give an interview talking about May 1st, the White House insider is going to reveal himself, or she, whoever it is. I wonder if it's Jay Stratton, actually. Pavel from Seco Activio was kind of making that case that it could be Jay Stratton. I was wondering maybe it was Lou Elizondo, but I don't know. It'd be kind of fun to figure out, who that could be before then. Or it could have been moved up. I mean, this was a bombshell statement right here. Now, I'm not going to get into the whole Epstein stuff. I think that's just a crazy distraction. They say that this is a distraction from the Epstein files. I think the Epstein files is a distraction from this. You can talk about more than one thing at once. I'm not going to get into that whole thing right now again. And it goes way beyond Donald Trump. I mean, my goodness. No, I'm not trying to defend Donald Trump. I don't care about, I don't, it's not in my interest to be like, oh, I have to defend Donald Trump. That's not the issue, if anyone thinks that. I just want the truth on this matter in particular. But anyway, and it goes way beyond him. This has been in the process for years and years. But yeah, something's coming. And it's implicitly spiritual. Like, you can't get away from the spiritualness of this. It's going to probably challenge us. And we need to start thinking biblically. We need to get back to our Bibles. We need to know that this is coming. Not just, have this take us unaware. And that's what I fear is going to happen. I knew it was going to happen that way. And, well, here we are. We're on the precipice, on the cusp of something big happening, possibly. But who knows? We'll see what happens. But just, guys, we need to be at least aware that this is coming, possibly. Even if it's possible it's coming and it doesn't come, something is going on out there. Something definitely is going on. Even if it's not spiritual, it does demand our attention, I believe. And I'll make that case until the cows come home. But anyway, I got to go. Thanks for listening. Tell me what you think down below. And share this video if you want. And I'd love to get more interaction on this channel. And just have other people be warned what's possibly coming.